Let's count down the finals for the Challengers Circuit in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Spot in Masters on the line. Armstrong looking for his first ever appearance in the Masters event. TetrisTime looking to get back there after a while in the wilderness. Well, I'm glad you enjoy this cool channel that you just found. Le Captain RR, whoever you are. Stick around, we have lots of cool Tetris. Both plays perfect to begin with. TetrisTime, we'll get a fourth Tetris there. Armstrong looking pretty jagged, gets a T. Alright, both plays perfect for 4. TetrisTime with a 5th. We'll see how long they can keep this up. TetrisTime has to burn there. Armstrong also has to take a single there, but gets a Tetris, manages to burn one less line. So Armstrong now with an extremely slight pace lead. If we stop the game right here, Armstrong is in Masters. GG, let's all go home. Yeah, very efficient start from both players, showing they want this. Nice safety double from Armstrong. I said before, I like when rollers manage their risk a bit and make moves like that, because you see, well, you might have seen the roller who played in the semi-finals, and, yeah, the differences between their play and Armstrong's. You might also note which one of those two has made the final. Alright, unfortunately Colin is not rating this channel with a party of 15, that's an alert for the main monthly Tetris channel, but thank you Colin for rating Tetris Deathmatch with a party of 15. I only wish it was this channel. Right, Armstrong had a big longbar dependency, but got the well back open, gets a Tetris 285, gets another 308. TetrisTime at 311 has managed to get 3k ahead at the same line count. TetrisTime running into some difficulty now. There's a long bar dependency, a lot of bumps. Oh my goodness, goes for the long bar all the way left, is going for this Tetris. TetrisTime, no! TetrisTime tops out at 338, they're actually tied right now. But Armstrong, oh wait, no, that's not a single, hang on. Okay, Armstrong with that double is good. They were tied for like 10 seconds after the top out, but Armstrong is good. Armstrong will take game 1. Both players are ready. Let's count down game 2 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, Texas. Both underway, Armstrong getting a couple of slightly difficult squares. We'll get a bar for his first Tetris there. TetrisTime with 2 on the board. TetrisTime waiting. Gets the bar there, will stay perfect. Gets another. Same drought hitting Armstrong. Armstrong up quite high, but he does get the Tetris there. Takes a nice safety double and gets another. 72,000 for Armstrong. 91,000 for TetrisTime. TetrisTime's getting up high with like a bar pretty soon. Oh my goodness, gets that S all the way left. That's a fast tap. Well, looks fast to DAS player me anyway. It looks like the sort of tap you could miss easily if you had a bit of a 2 Hz moment. But you could also just not have a 2 Hz moment, and that's how TetrisTime decided to play it. Might need to do that exact same thing again right here. Right, that's a nice square for columns 1 and 2. TetrisTime gets the well back open, but got quite a nasty S and had to close it right away. Takes the triple. Still waiting on the bar. Tetris for TetrisTime, 178. And Tetris for Armstrong, 173. Pretty much even in pace at the moment. Pretty much dead even, actually. Oh, nice pullback of that L. Armstrong saw that he could fill the J dependency with the next piece, and so it's like, well, I don't need to make this safe move with the L. I can just stick it in column 9, and my board will still look fine. It's a very smart move from Armstrong. Saves him a couple of burns. And it was definitely a reaction to the next piece, because it happened right near the end of the time Armstrong had to place it. Yeah, Tetris for Armstrong, 269. TetrisTime at 318. Does have the lead, but is also ahead in lines. Right now is 7 lines ahead. So I think that does still have a slight pace lead, but not a huge one. TetrisTime, with that dependency in column 3 looking very deep, doesn't really have burn options either. This could cause some trouble. Waiting for the bar, finally gets one. Gets a nice double to follow up too. But now with 2 bar dependencies, this could get ugly. TetrisTime's keeping this under control so far. Tetris for Armstrong, 350. Gets another Tetris, 373. Is almost caught up now in real time. TetrisTime is a Tetris ahead in real time, but 9 lines ahead. TetrisTime really committing hard to this overhang. Finally gets the square for it, but has to take a couple of burns anyway. Keeps it to 2 singles, though, which is pretty efficient still. TetrisTime has to take a couple more burns there. Another drought. We've had a few of these in this seed. Gets a Tetris. Gets another 474. Has 2 more Tetrises available before transition. Gets one, 498. Armstrong at 446 is a fair way behind. Is actually 13 lines behind at the moment, so definitely has an opportunity to beat TetrisTime's score into transition. Should be able to. 505 at transition for TetrisTime. Still looking to open up. Needs to be careful. Is not a roller. Oh, sets up the long bar dependency. Just banking on this long bar. Finally gets it, but misdrops it. Doesn't get it all the way to column 3, and that's it. Armstrong with that Tetris is good. 527 is enough. Armstrong on match point, 1 game away from the Masters event now. Okay, both players ready. Let's count down game 3. Could all be over right here. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris. TetrisTime already with some nasty dependencies forming. Gets a long bar for that one. Gets a Tetris. Looks like that's only going to cost him 2 burns, and the board's looking fine now. It's another Tetris. Yeah, TetrisTime's looking alright. That was definitely not the way he wanted to start. Has another long bar dependency in the middle, but gets the bar this time. Armstrong at 91,000, TetrisTime at 92,000. Both players separated by just a single. Oh, Armstrong tries to adjust for that Z. I saw what he was trying to do, trying to get the T all the way to the left. Would have created a super nice flat spot. Doesn't look like that's going to cost him, but that was a unfortunate failed adjustment there. That's not a failed adjustment, that's a very nice adjustment from Armstrong. Flipping the L vertically to accommodate that S. Always a nice little adjustment to do. Simul Tetris there, 184 for Armstrong, 183 for TetrisTime. And Tetris for Armstrong, 230, 253 for TetrisTime. Very efficient start from both players. Armstrong having to take a couple of burns on the right side. TetrisTime hits the S spin, has been very consistent with those spins all day. I don't think I've seen him miss one at all, and he's set up quite a few different spins. Very confident in that timing, and has 300k at 57 lines right now, which is a very good pace, especially for comp. Yeah, this is, I think this is like low-end 700 pace. Yeah, it is. If you just take halfway through 18 and double it, this is almost 700. These few burns aren't going to help though. It's only 3 burns, but when you're going for 700 transition, that's a lot. Yes, Somalian, you are right. I mean, I would say score to lines ratio, like we did in the good old days, but you are right. What happened to that? What happened to score to lines ratio? I remember for like a couple of months, Vandy was actually saying that on Masters streams because people got annoyed at the word pace. And looking back on it, it's like, was that seriously a real thing? Did we actually get convinced to say score to lines ratio for a few months? How did that happen? TetrisTime with a very strong score to lines ratio, 464 at 90 lines. That is definitely the highest one we've seen today. Nothing wrong with Armstrong's score to lines ratio either. 425 at 91 is very solid. Simul Tetris there, 534 for TetrisTime. Adjust for the long bar, very clean. 473 for Armstrong. Poopy, thank you for the raid. Thank you for raiding yourself over the monthly Tetris 2. We appreciate you. Alright, TetrisTime having to do some cleanup now. The 700 transition is definitely dead. At a mid 600, I think, still on the table. $588 for TetrisTime, yeah. Has 3 more Tetrises available. Can get a mid 600 off this. True, Poopy. Let's make this classic Tetris bi-monthly. CEM is dead. CEM's dead. People don't play anymore. Let's take it down to once every 2 months. 657 transition for TetrisTime. That is a lot of points to have at this stage of the game. Gets a Tetris, has a pressing long bar dependency to deal with. Armstrong transitions, I think, at exactly 600. Oh, a double flip of that T is going to cause some issues. TetrisTime with a Tetris, 717. Does not want to go out in a sweep, is really turning it on this game. That's a good question, Hana. Because it kind of could be both of them. I feel like I've heard it used to mean every 2 months before, but like... Because like bi-weekly is generally taken to mean every 2 weeks. I don't know if it's like... Oh, hang on. I need to shut up for a moment. Armstrong is in some difficulty. Looks like he's gonna clean that up. Oh, never mind. That's a double flip. That's a nasty double flip. Love a square, gets it a piece too late. Oh, misses the 5 tap, but rips that long bar all the way over. This is still so difficult for Armstrong, though. It's so difficult for TetrisTime too, but he gets a long bar over for a Tetris. Armstrong's going to top out at 703, and before we could even decide on the meaning of bi-monthly, TetrisTime has taken game 3. I guess in game 4 we'll have to properly decide on our agreed meaning of bi-monthly. Alright, see ya, Poopy. Let's count down game 4 of this classic Tetris bi-monthly challenges circuit final in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. TetrisTime, that's not a Broden opener. Not that it matters a huge amount, but do Broden opener, guys. Broden opener's the greatest. The lack of a Broden opener is not concerning TetrisTime nearly as much as it concerns me. That's 2 perfect Tetrises and a very clean stack. He just kind of got on with it. Zimbro is a base Broden opener enjoyer. I love Broden opener. I feel like the reason I love it is just so it's knowledge I can wave at people who don't have the same knowledge. Because like, yeah, it's an optimization, but it doesn't matter that much most of the time. There are like a couple of sequences where it probably would matter if you did Broden opener, but they're not that common, and I mean getting that exact 2-piece combination first is already not very common. I should have watched Armstrong's side to see if Armstrong did a Broden opener. Did Armstrong do Broden opener? Did anyone catch that? Who do I root for in this match? I'm about to become a very biased commentator if Armstrong did do Broden opener. Currently 166 for Armstrong, 210 for TetrisTime. I think Armstrong is a little bit behind right now. Let me just refresh Armstrong. Okay, no, looks like just more stream delay. $2.57 for TetrisTime, gets another Tetris, 2A here. Really not much lower than his score to lines ratio from last game. He's only about a Tetris behind at this point where he was in game 3. It's a Tetris, yeah, 300k at 60 lines, so still like on track for a 650 transition. You know, no big deal. Oh, does need to make transition to get a 650 transition though, so needs to be careful here. That doesn't take too long to open back up. Opens up just in time and gets a Tetris. 334 for TetrisTime. 270 for Armstrong. Armstrong gets a Tetris. 293 is 6 lines behind, so really not far behind at all in terms of pace. TetrisTime continuing to push this aggression, gets a Tetris. 362. I think TetrisTime has decided that's the way forward, just outpace as hard as possible on 18, and I mean honestly Armstrong's keeping up like super well, so TetrisTime really isn't outpacing him that much, but certainly putting up some very efficient games. Was on like almost 1.3 pace in 23 in the last game, so it's definitely working for TetrisTime. $4.56 for TetrisTime. This middle is looking quite difficult. Basically just needs a long bar. There's really no other way around that. Alright, complicated board now for TetrisTime. Armstrong's board looking a lot less complicated. He's actually Tetris ready and will take the lead if he gets a quick Tetris here. Oh, nice, nice. Resolves that double flip just before the T locks down. He's done that a couple of times, actually. Armstrong very quick at reacting to those double flips, which are an unfortunate byproduct of rolling. But yeah, a couple of times he's seen it and then, like, lightning fast adjusted the piece back to where it's supposed to go. Now, 5.34 for TetrisTime, has one more Tetris available before transition. Armstrong has 3, and there's only one Tetris behind, so he's on track to transition higher. TetrisTime at 5.59 hits transition. Immediately gets a Tetris, looking pretty clean on 19. 6.10 into level 20 for TetrisTime. Armstrong can beat TetrisTime's transition if he gets this Tetris, but unfortunately doesn't, but gets a Tetris immediately on 19. 5.67 for Armstrong. And into 20 at 5.94. Not far behind where TetrisTime was at that point. I think less than a Tetris. So this is what it's going to come down to, 19 and perhaps even 29 if we get all the way there. TetrisTime with a little bit of cleanup to do now. Oh, that's a nasty double flip for Armstrong on the left side. That might resolve decently. Yep, gets the piece to burn that, and That's not too bad of a resolution on the left side, but kind of has to throw the long bar into column 1, and this will be more complicated. Dirty Tetris for Armstrong. Row 5, column 3. But still with a lot more cleanup to do. And TetrisTime is forging ahead, 762 right now. Although, needs some pieces for the left. Alright, TetrisTime's just gonna have to burn that down, so it won't be able to get too far into the lead. TetrisTime looking pretty clean now. Gets a Tetris. 810 for TetrisTime. 704 for Armstrong. Really still cleaning up after that double flip. There's still some junk at the bottom that he needs to get down to. Oh, TetrisTime in a scary situation. Gets a T left. Gets the Tetris. 844. Gets another. 876. Ends up setting up the long bar dependency because he just kind of got spammed with long bars, and one of them had to go in column 2 eventually. But Armstrong's just heading up and up towards the top of the screen. That's a nice double. A dirty Tetris from Armstrong. Another dirty row 3 Tetris. Might choose to just set up here. No, gonna burn back down. TetrisTime at 955 needs 2 more Tetrises for the max out. Gets a Tetris, can get 2 more before kill screen, only needs 1 for the max, but will definitely want both of them against the roller. A25 for TetrisTime. Takes the 1 burn available, now just has to wait. Still waiting, gets the long bar. Oh, sets up for another Tetris, but doesn't get the bar over. Might have been able to clutch a 1.1 in kill screen with the bar sooner, but that does not happen. A62 is the top out score for TetrisTime, so Armstrong has a mammoth kill screen Chasedown. A63 is the goal. Gets that bar over on kill screen. This is doable. Armstrong is a roller. Don't count him out. A63 to clutch out a spot in the Masters event. Misses that 5 tap, but gets another long bar over. Oh, gets that bar all the way to the right, but doesn't get the L left. Oh my goodness, gets a bar over and the perfect L. This is doable. This could still be diggable. Okay, it's not gonna happen for Armstrong. A valiant effort. With Armstrong missing the chase down, TetrisTime takes game 4, and we're going to a decider. Both players ready. It all ends here. Let's count down the decider in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh, and of course TetrisTime's camera does not appreciate the occasion, but that's fine. TetrisTime gets started, and this time we actually have a synchronized start. So yeah, both players with this one last chance to get into Masters event. In about 10 minutes, one of them will be in. One of them will... Oh, goodness. TetrisTime looking so sketchy right now. 2 massive long bar dependencies. Opens up the well. Not for long, though. Gets that square all the way left. Gets the triple. TetrisTime gets the Tetris. I hadn't even finished my spiel about Masters event, and it was all... the game almost finished right there. But TetrisTime is going to survive, somehow. Gets a Tetris there, 106. Armstrong with a much more normal looking stack at 102. Although TetrisTime's stack does look fairly normal now. But the picture of how his stack looked after 2 lines is living rent-free in my head now. Armstrong with a dirty center well Tetris on row 3. Set up for another one. Makes the double, could be a perfect transfer. Does get the bar in time. 173 for Armstrong, 221 for TetrisTime. Armstrong with the Tetris, 196. TetrisTime cleaning up just a little bit in the middle. Does get the well back open. Tetris for TetrisTime, 248, 242 for Armstrong. We're neck and neck. You wouldn't want anything else in the decider. It's the finals. It's a decider. And we're neck and neck. Nice adjustment from Armstrong with that vertical L for the S. Armstrong taking a couple of very safe burns into the Tetris. 270. That's another 292, 300,000 for TetrisTime, still really close. Armstrong banking on this J, doesn't get it, turns it into a center well Tetris setup. That right side is looking pretty unaccommodating, and yeah, Armstrong had to close the well. Has some work to do now. Alright, that J's nice. Needs something for the right. Oh, that misdrop! It's... Oh, misses the 5-tap! Oh no! I don't know what Armstrong can get over that. The answer is nothing. 305. TetrisTime may be buffering, but it doesn't matter. He's already good. Inglorious 144p. He takes the Challengers Circuit title and goes into the Masters event. GG. I'm sure we'll see the reaction in a minute. He's a little bit behind right now, but we'll see it. I want to refresh the stream because we might miss the reaction. So let's just wait. We've got time. Alright, maybe there is no reaction, I don't even know. Or maybe we're just that far behind. Alright, I'm out of patience. I'm refreshing this stream. Oh, goodbye, TetrisTime. Wait, I missed it by oh no! Oh, I'm such a terrible super streamer. Oh, why did they let me do this? What a disaster. Surely we have to replay the game now.
Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch. at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.